Hello, this is Katie again, and this is going to be not part of the Halloween series because they are not Halloween cards, but it will be day 9 of a video day in October, and I got a suggestion for some fall card ink blending, so I'm going to try something interesting, and you might recognize the colors. So I have just a card base. I'm actually going to tape it down. I'll do 2 of them. I think we'll do 2 and then the same way and see how similar they come out. And then I'll be doing some stamping over it at the end to turn it into a card with this little set from Sunny Studio. I think I need to pick up the dies for this. I just don't know if they were, I'm sure they were an option at the time. But I think I honestly got this on Amazon because I wanted the set and I was getting other things. And so I threw it in my cart, but the dies weren't there. So I need to find the dies for that. So I'll actually mount up those now. I want both of the leaves and then the sentiment eventually. So I think I used it yesterday and it needs a little bit longer of a block. So we will just get those ready. And then for the card, I'm going to tape out a square. So I'm going to go from the top. I'm going to stand over it so I can tell. And then just to make sure it doesn't bleed into it over the edge, I'm going to seal that. And then on the edges, this is what's creating my border for me, so they're all the same size. And then we'll tape down the side as well, and to block any ink from getting in. Then the exact width of the tape, and then here as well. And then what I want is a square. So I'm going to guesstimate that and just eyeball it. So it might not be a perfect square, but learning my lesson the hard way the other day, I needed double because I went over for some reason on the back cards that I made on my Instagram. I was just doing a strip and I only had one, and then I blended over the tape onto the card. So, all right. So I'm going to start with Seedless Preserves. These are all for Oxide inks, and these always have this on here because I have to switch these out. They don't each have their own. And I set the little foam thing on there and press the thing onto it, so my lids always get inked up. So we will start with purple. I'm just going to dab off on a post-it to my right, and then we'll come in the top here. I wanted to be able to work in some purple into a fall background, so we are going to make it work. I have Abandoned Coral as well. And I think this is a new foam, so I'm going to get this one really saturated and dab that off. And this is more pink than I thought it was going to be, which is fine. I'm going to blend some of that in. Okay. And then I'm going to look really quick. I'm going to pause while I look through my inks to see if I have a red Distress Oxide. Hang on one sec. Okay, so what I do have is a red Distress ink. I have only something lighter than Abandoned Coral. This is fine because I was actually going to maybe put in a pink in there. I'm going to see how a regular Distress ink, since I have 2, it'll be okay. I'm going to see how a regular Distress ink can blend in as well. So that is okay. And then I want to do, and I still don't have, I do have a darker yellow in regular Distress ink. I could try that. I have Carved Pumpkin. That will blend in as well. And then Squeezed Lemonade is the only yellow that I've got in Distress Oxides, but it can kind of lighten up the orange as well. And I'm just gonna go over all of it. Maybe that was a bad idea. We'll do some purple back in. And then our real Distress ink. Trying to include purple but blend it out is a challenge. Okay, so I will leave all of those up. I'm not sure which one that was. I think that was extra. Oh, that was the pink. Okay. So I'm going to peel this up and we will see what it looks like. Again, when you're using any tape, just be careful if you're peeling up from like an edge of the paper or anything like that. It can rip it pretty easily. And I make sure to look at it and pull it off in the order I put it down so I don't rip anything as well. Just watch that edge. Okay. So I think that turned out kind of cool. I've been trying to think of how I could work purple into fall color blending, but my idea was the Instagram logo. So I'm assuming everybody's Instagram logo on their phone looks the same at this point, but they've updated to like that cascade of colors. It went from like a darker purple to a brighter purple to pink into red, orange, and then yellow. So that's kind of what I was aiming for. And then the for the rest of it, just to see if this works out, I'm just going to kind of stamp the leaves across. So we'll start kind of up here, get some different leaves involved. Stamp them a different way. And then the sentiment can go under that. I almost want to off-center that. I think we'll do that. Okay, so just to finish off as a card, I wanted to include something on there, and I thought that was a cute set. So I will set that one aside, and then we will do this one more time. I think I want to try, this was a brighter purple, and I did like that too. I think I'll try a different purple just to give a different look. So we'll do the top. And then the right side. Make sure we get that tape down. And then about a square. Okay, and then we will switch out Seedless Preserves. That is my favorite purple of the two. It's just a nice bright purple. It's very Halloween-y. We're going to swap that out for Dusty Concord. And then we will start with that one instead. Oops. Okay. Alright, so we'll blend some of this in. And then I think this time we'll skip the pink maybe. Go right into the red, which is a bright red. I also have, I think it's brick red or something along those lines. This is almost like a bright pink too. Make sure we keep some of that purple. And I think the Distress ink blends pretty well with the Oxide ink, which is good. Then we will do Carved Pumpkin. That one seems pretty bright, so I'll dab off a little bit. And then Squeezed Lemonade, which again can light up the orange a little bit as well. This one might look even more like Instagram logo. Oh, I didn't add any more ink there. Some more orange. Okay, and then let me put the lid on some of these. Okay. Then we will pick up the tape and the side ones. Okay. And then we will do the same. I'll start with the other leaf this time. Alright, so those are the two cards. I think I like this one a little better, probably because I brought the purple down on the edge a little bit more than this one. There's a little more kind of splotchiness, I think, of the card coming through maybe on the blending on that one, but and this one's a little smoother, but I still like, I think, this color, the way that ended up. But hopefully you can find some way to work some purple into your reds and oranges and yellows. And if you do, let me know down below or tag me on Instagram and let me know. Over there, my name is Hook, Line, and Inker. Sorry, my throat. And so yeah, if you go over on Instagram, you can tag me in there and yeah, let me know. I'd like to see what you're working on. And that is all. I will see you tomorrow for another video. Thanks. Bye.